Sometimes I will have new school 5e Dungeons and Dragons people come across my content where I'm criticizing something in the old school. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, we agree with you. We're way more open. We're better than this. Well, let me be clear. You should not be trying to use my content in your favor, because I'm going to tell you the truth about you. I came into the hobby in 1987. It was the most accepting time in the hobby ever. And even though there's issues with the old school now, you new school are the least accepting people I've ever encountered in my life. You'll complain about gatekeeping while you do extreme gatekeeping. I can't have a slight different opinion than somebody in the new school, or I'll be censored off every group that they have. When my opinion is shared somewhere else, it's just seen by somebody in the new school, I go to a group. I'm only there to talk about games. Oh, you're gone. Oh, if I tell them I'm old school, but I'm not the right kind of old school, oh, you're gone. Censored, blocked off, gatekeeping. And they complain about gatekeeping, but they are the most extreme gatekeeping people I have ever encountered in the hobby. In all the years I've been in, all the decades, from 1987 until now, the WotC New School group, the little D&D world, is the most unaccepting group I have ever encountered. One mindset. You think like that, and if you don't think a certain way, you are out. Oh man, I tried it. I went to your groups on Reddit. Oh, I disagree. Even just disagreeing on gaming things. Like just pushing back against lies about the old school. Like I just disagree. I'm there to, of course, you're saying all this in your group. I disagree. I was there in 1987. Oh, just saying I disagree. Banned. Gone. And then I hear many of you say, you are accepting while other people in the old school are not. You are bold-faced liars. You're not even remotely as accepting of people as the old school was when I came in to the hobby in 1987. We accepted everyone. Politics, right, left, center, didn't matter. You're in. Race, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the color of your skin. Green, purple, black, white, doesn't matter. You're in. Man, woman, you're in. Gay, you're in. Anybody could be in. Now, you have to go along with a certain mindset. If not 99% of new school groups, you're out. Some of them will let you pretend to be in, but if you're going to post something, well, everything has to go through approval. I've been in a group where I'll put up, a post. I'm thinking, okay, I'll wait to see what they're going to say. I go back like 2 days later, still not approved. Many posts approved before mine. And what they do is they pretend like they're open to you, but really you're just being censored. I would keep posting to see if they're going to put stuff through. Maybe there's something wrong there. No, 10 posts not approved, taking forever. I finally asked straight out, are you going to approve any of my posts? It's just videos. I'm not talking about politics. Like, I get that we might not agree about the game, but that's okay, right? No, it's just because we have disagreements about the game. Gone. Or I tell the truth about the old school without realizing I'm countering claims that they're making. Oh, the old school is bad. It's a bigoted place, and us new school people got to be these heroes. But it's not a bigoted place. Wasn't a bigoted timeline. The most accepting timeline in the hobby's history. And that should be credited to that part of the hobby. Right? That timeline, the old school, being the most open-minded about everyone, should make people happy instead of falsely painting that as something it wasn't. So when we talk about gatekeeping, the ones who gatekeep in the most extreme way I've ever encountered are what we call the new school people. Oh, they'll talk about the people in Mom's basement right? Oh man, they control it. No. They're the people that were most open-minded. It's the rest of you that are closed-minded, censor, gatekeep, some of the most restricted people. What you do is you project who you are and what you do in your actions onto other people. Now, do I say the old school of current day is perfect? No, I criticize it because I care about the old school and I'm old school. The reason I usually don't come out and talk about the new school is that's not my business. I'm not new school. Like, I see the issues with you guys, but it's dumb. The stuff that matters to you makes no sense to me. Representation. I mean, you turn that part of the hobby instead of it being about gaming, it's about your politics, about the culture war. It's just about gaming, guys. If you're not gatekeeping, it shouldn't matter what we think outside of the game. That's the point. And bigotry, whew. When you're talking about white people and the way you talk about white people in that part of the hobby, like you hate white people, it's just openly racist. When back in 1987, there was nothing like that aimed at anybody. Oh, you might get the odd comment from people, and you got to remember when you hear stories like, well, a girl got kicked out of a game. Yeah, they were all 11-year-olds and boys were acting up. Right? It's not the same thing. It's all made up. It's bullshit. So today you talk about things that make no sense. Representation. We're in a gaming hobby where we practice playing people we are not that are capable of doing things we can't do. We are playing an alternative away from ourselves to escape our problems in the real world and our own limitations. So when you're escaping your limitation, you don't need it represented in the game. It doesn't matter what the image is in the book of who the warrior is. Doesn't matter at all. People that are into this won't care what the characters look like. They just won't. We know this. So the idea that, oh, well, there's a white warrior and many white characters, so black nerds don't feel represented, so they don't join the hobby. No, they join. You want to know what changed now, new school? Do you want to know why more people join now? It's not because they feel represented. It's because you're no longer called a loser for playing these games. It's more socially accepted. That's why there's more people joining what we're doing. And if you still do not change how the characters look, more people would join anyway. They just wouldn't care. So representation in what we do is stupid because we're always looking to be somebody that we're not. Be somebody who doesn't have the limitations that we have. Step away from ourselves and escape our own issues. So first off, representation, meaningless. Like, the only time we bother to care about representation is if that comes along with good ideas for a game. It'd be like presenting samurais and ninjas from, Japan or something. It's like, we're not trying to insult Japanese people, but these are great concepts for a game. So we would use them for that purpose. And we've done that, not to be racist or hateful or bigoted. We just like good gaming ideas, methods. We're creatives. That's what we do. We're nerds. You might say, well, you're being sexist, or if you play an old school D&D, a female character might be physically different than a male character. You call that bigotry. I'm like, well, that just tells me you don't understand nerds, because nerds don't hate women. Like, male nerds don't hate women. They're just very accurate in everything they do. They don't come at it thinking hate. They come at it being accurate. And if there's a physical difference between animals, between men and women, anything like that, they just acknowledge it and put that in. And sometimes it's meaningless stuff, but they're just like that, simulating reality. It's the mindset of the people that made these games and wanted to play them back in the day. It's all it is. And if you misunderstand that to mean bigotry, you tell me right away, you don't understand nerds. You're clearly ignorant about nerds. You call them caring about facts hate. You don't know. You have no idea. You are completely lost on reality. right? You just don't know. You see hate where there's none, and then you pretend to be heroes that are going to come save the hobby. I don't care about politics and the games, but you do. You do. That's why if I think differently than you, I get banned from groups. I get censored. My posts won't be shown to people. I'm gatekept out of your own game, right? What you're doing. People won't let me game or talk with them if I don't have the right think. Or if I have wrong think, I'm gone. That's gatekeeping. It's all projection from you to us. That's all it is. And I see it very clearly. And many of your ideas are really dumb. Like gaming is secondary to you to prove a point. You push your culture war stuff. You push your politics. It's all you're doing. But you do that in many areas in life. You just come here and you do it too. But it's so stupid because it's so counter to what we do. Like the idea that you need to represent anyone here. It's so stupid. It's unrealistic. It's not even what we do. I don't play a wizard because, hey man, he can cast spells like I can. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't play characters because they represent me. And even physically, when I look at characters in the books, it's not like I'm seeing a bunch of characters that look like me, nor do I need that to be a thing. I play games for you, play intelligent animals. I never said, oh, where's the animal that represents me? Right? I'm looking for the chubby one. I don't see it, man. Oh, I'm not represented. I guess I wouldn't play that game. Come on. I grew up playing with black people, Asian people, like all kinds of people. And just because you think white people in the West, you forget tabletop role-playing games were hot over in Japan. Right? Hot in other parts of the world. It's what you see here. That's all it is. And nerds don't care who is on the cover. A bunch of nerds are into anime. Do you think they care that most characters look the same? Do you think they care at all? They don't. It's a small portion of people that care about things outside of the game, where that matters more to them, and they have very loud voices. But most of you that speak like this don't even speak for the majority. But you'll be the mods of the groups. You'll put pressure, and you'll get the crowd to go with you as you gatekeep people. All kinds of people out of your community. And you know what you don't do? You don't do what I'm doing. You don't have people calling, like, in your own circle, criticizing what you're doing. You don't have that. You're not trying to improve. You've gotten worse, and you keep getting worse with gatekeeping and censorship. I mean, you're just one of the most anti-human parts of the hobby I've ever encountered. And I don't care if you got a large amount of people over in your corner right now within the hobby. It means nothing. Doesn't mean you're not doing this. You could be 3 times your size, but you're not. Right? The success you could have, you're not having because of how you're behaving. So as many issues as the old school does have, and I care about the old school and I call that out to improve the old school because I think that's required, they still are not as messed up as you are. You are on a level of extreme insanity that we can't even reflect back at you if we tried. Our worst people are not as bad as some of your most milquetoast people. Like your extremists are so extreme that some of the ones that are unhinged, well, they're like normal compared to the other over the fucking top unhinged people that you have. So do me a favor, new school people. You're welcome here to come check out my content and talk. I won't censor you. I won't do all that. But if you come here just spitting out nonsense, ignoring the real conversation going on, making claims, trying to use my content to pretend you're somebody you're not, you play deceit, you will be gone. I'll make you vanish. Right? But you can come here and talk about the game with me. Right? I'm not you. I'm not here to gatekeep. And in reality, the old school doesn't want to gatekeep you, even if they say some things that seem a little mean. You'll notice the difference. You can at least talk to people. Right? You can post something. I mean, as long as you're not being too stupid or lying, right? You can post something. Can't do that on your end. Want to know why? Because you're gatekeeping, even though you claim we are, which we are not. Like, we all might not be nice here, but we're not gatekeeping. You are. What do you know what we call gatekeeping? Gatekeeping our personal table. That's it. Like, I watch who joins my game. That's it. That's the gatekeeping I do. Most of you, gatekeep an entire part of the hobby. That's the gatekeeping you keep accusing other people of doing, while only you are doing it. Get your shit together, right? Because people see through it. It's not even clever. You're not intelligent about how you go about doing this stuff. And if you keep coming and mouthing off of my content, just, spitting bullshit and ignoring the real conversation, I'll keep making you vanish. I don't care. But if you want to talk and be honest, fair enough. I don't need you to agree with me. But you don't think you can use me to spit your bullshit, alright? I'll call that out right away. Okay, there. I just wanted to make that point because a lot of people misunderstand my criticism of the old schools because I care about it. I don't do it to empower a bunch of new school, unhinged twats, right, that do everything they accuse everybody else of doing, and is the most unwelcoming part of the hobby to ever exist in the entirety of the tabletop role-playing game hobby's existence. Right, you are the most anti-human group I've ever encountered. Racist, sexist, everything you say about everybody else, which is not true, is extremely true about you. Now, I don't really care about the politics, to be honest. I don't care if you tell me you're left or if you post elsewhere about politics. If you come here and talk to me about games, I'll ignore that and talk to you about games. Right? Because I'm willing to be at the table with you. But if you tell me, because I think differently than you, that I can't be at the table, well, then all the things you say about gatekeeping with the old school, well, just go look in the mirror. Everything is true about you and not about other people. Most anti-human group I have ever encountered in the hobby in all the decades I've been here, since 1987. Stop pretending you're accepting. You are the least accepting people that has ever existed in this hobby.